Hello, everybody. I know it's been almost like 300 years or so, but finally back playing more Majora's Mask, and once again, I'm joined by the old man himself, Cody. If you want to say hello.
That's insulting. It's only been like a week.
Perhaps. It's been too long, but I was just tired out from doing the Animal Crossing video, but now, finally back, and hopefully this will be a bit more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But for today's video, going to be going through the Woodfall Temple, which is, of course, it's going to be fairly easy since it's only the first temple of the game.
As all first temples are.
Right. Yep. Alright, so I don't know if this part's required. I think it might be, but I think you're supposed to go see the Great Fairy before you enter the temple first, so that is my first step. Just going to make my way over there.
First step for sure, but I think this thing is optional.
Yeah, might be, because I think you can just start grabbing all the stray fairies without even visiting.
Mm-hmm. What does this fairy give you again?
This fairy, so in the original, she just upgraded your spin attack, like you know how you have the blue, and then once you charge it up, it turns orange?
Yeah.
So originally, in the Nintendo 64 version, Virtual Console, that's what she gave you. She gave you the upgraded spin attack, which made all your spin attacks orange. But in this game, they switched it, so now she gives you the magic meter upgrade, so it increases to double in size.
I mean that's kind of useful, but what even uses the magic meter at the first part of the game, you know?
I think they just did it since this temple's easier. They wanted people to have a better reward.
I mean,
get more invested in collecting fairies.
I mean, how is a double magic? What uses magic in the beginning of the game?
I don't know. Maybe people just like seeing their magic bar full, like all the way to the side.
I mean, I guess.
But to get into the temple, you just want to play the Sonata of Awakening, and then the big old temple will come out of nowhere.
This is how I summon my bathroom too.
Yes, you just play a song and then it comes out of the ground.
Yeah. If I don't, it's just like a flat area, an empty room.
Okay. All right. Whatever works for you. Wish I could do that.
You could. You just need a crap ton of money to get it installed.
Perhaps, yeah. I'm too poor. If you use the stray fairy mask in the temple, it'll actually draw stray fairies to you, so you don't have to walk over to get them. So we can see there's one there.
Man, the fairies in this game look very weird.
They do, but that's just because they're destroyed right off the bat.
What?
Like how you have to put the fairies back together. These are just parts of her.
Oh, right. I forgot that they're not like actual little fairies like they are in the other games.
Yeah, for some reason Skull Kid just decided, hey, I'm gonna mess all you fairies up because I don't like you. And he did that.
Man. Mask Skull Kid is such an ass.
Right? He needs to perish. So do these black goo blobs.
I forgot those things even existed. Are those supposed to be like choo-choos?
I inspected them a minute ago. I forgot what they're called. And this is, in case you guys didn't notice, this is post-commentary, so I can't just check again and see what their names are.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be dying the last few times.
Wow. Once again, evidence of Cody's bullyingness.
Hey, man.
Making fun of my extreme skill.
It builds character.
Perhaps. Character development through the Let's Plays. There's a second stray fairy in this chest over here. Know that we have a habit of not talking about what's going on in the gameplay. Hopefully, we'll maybe switch that up. Get more acquainted with actually talking about what's going on.
Well, I haven't played this in a while, so I'll probably just ask questions. Like, what was the point?
Right.
What was the point of that the honeycomb thing you dropped earlier.
Oh, so those are beehives. I want to say you can get honey in this game, but I think that's only in Twilight Princess, so I think destroying them just gets rid of all the bees, so they don't attack you if you go by them.
So they have
Other
no
than
they have
that,
no
I
collectible purpose, just as an obstacle.
Right.
And this is one of the very rare Skulltulas, apparently, in the game, right?
Perhaps. I don't think they're as frequent as they were in Ocarina of Time. I think they just wanted to mix things up, enemy-wise.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice little jump, because the bunny hood allows you to jump further. Third stray fairy.
Nice little jump. Well, you barely made the jump.
Indeed, but I didn't take damage at least, because this water is poisonous.
I mean, they couldn't make it more obvious with the glowing water.
Right. Oh, one thing I do want to talk about, though, is you notice the music is fairly unusual compared to Ocarina of Time's, I don't want to say basic, but
I mean, you could just say that.
less
It's
creative.
Basic Zelda
Yeah,
music.
basic. Yeah, basic not meaning bad, though. But this game, it's a bit more different, yeah. So easy way to defeat these turtles is to just equip your blast mask,
Your bass mask.
and then they will, then they will flip to their sides, and then you can just stab them because they're stuck on their back. That's hilarious. A turtle's stuck on his back.
I mean, you're just murking helpless turtles, man.
Listen, they tried to kill me.
Do these turtles bite? I think they're based off like snapping turtles.
All they do is spin to try and attack you.
Wow, those turtles are dicks.
And the first treasure chest, the main treasure chest, the dungeon map. Nothing too exciting. But just now I can see where everything is. And then right here, I think this perhaps is going to be one of the cases in the game where I get stuck. I don't. It's either here or coming up. I don't think it's here though. Might be. Because you actually can make this jump, and I didn't realize that. So I just stood. Oh, I can't make it.
Bruh.
And I actually could have made that.
You didn't even want to try.
So, I get it later, so just make sure you get that chest right away so you don't have to backtrack.
What kind of gamer are you, man?
Listen, if it looks too far away from me, I'm just like, probably can't do anything.
I think,
I'm just gonna give
yeah,
up.
most people would try even if it killed them, just to see.
Right, but I'm more focused on those stray fairies. Even though that could have been one in the chest, I was like, nah, I can suffer in there.
Bruh.
That's
very nefarious
one
of
thing.
you.
Again, I gotta be me, Cody. I gotta be me. One thing I forgot to mention, you'll probably want to do is restart the time for every temple so that you get 3 days. If it really takes you that long to go through one, which the only one that really takes a giant amount of time is the Stone Tower Temple, because you have to go in that one.
The one with the best music.
Upside down. Yeah, the Stone Tower Temple is definitely the best music. Great Bay Temple has the worst boss, though, because that little demon fish needs to perish. I think this might be where I get that chest. I was like, I need a key. It must be in there. Lo and behold, you can make that jump.
Light enough for it.
Yep. I teabagged there because I was like, oh yeah, I knew I had to get that.
Yeah, you only knew like
Although
a
I
few
don't-
minutes later.
Right. I don't know if I would consider whatever Deku Link does teabagging. He's like turtle posing, I guess.
Well, anything that involves you kneeling in some form, I think it counts as teabag.
Alright. So I was teabagging then. And somehow Deku Link is strong enough to push that block, which I'm very impressed.
Isn't he like a hollow wood? How the hell's he?
I don't. He's just jacked.
And yet he's still late. Does not compute.
Right? Nope. But he easily takes care of those Skulltulas. And he got another stray fairy.
So how many do you have to collect again? Like 15, 16?
15.
Oh, 15.
Yep. 15.
That's an
Yeah, in the
absurd
original, I
amount
think I
of
just...
fairies.
I think it might be less than the original. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it might be less.
Why? What was the original? Was it like a lot more? I haven't really...
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Just feels like it might be less.
If there's like... If you had to collect like 30, that would be so much bullshit.
Right? That's one of the complaints of the, like, Twilight Princess. When you're in the Twilight, you have to collect the Tears of Light. People don't like that you have to collect so many. So they actually shortened the number for the HD remakes.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
I didn't care at all. I loved being in Twilight covered areas because it was all spooky.
Yeah, I like the Twilight areas too, but spending time for a while can get annoying. I can see that.
Being a wolf, wanting to become human Link again. And here we have the lovely compass. Which, handy dandy, shows you all treasure chests and where the boss is.
Just like how real compasses work.
Right. Let me just grab my compass and it'll just show me where all the treasure chests are.
I think that's why they don't do that in the newer games, you know?
Trying to make it like 0.1% more realistic.
Realistic with anime-esque graphics.
Yep. And for some reason, these moths will come after you once you get your Deku Stick on fire, which I don't understand how they're not starting on fire right now. But perhaps they're fireproof.
That is weird. That is really weird.
Yeah. I don't know why they aren't.
Do the moths do any damage to you?
Yeah, they do. They like bite you, or I don't know. I don't know what they do. They do something that hurts you.
They slap you with their feather dust, or their dusty wings. Also, that stick has like the shortest burn time of all sticks.
Right? It's a puny stick.
Like at that point, you just get a stick that's not a Deku stick.
Right? Just like, I don't even start his clothes on fire. Maybe just carry his hat.
Yeah. That'd probably burn a lot longer.
Yep, since Link seems to be fireproof, none of his clothes ever catch fire.
Even steady lava.
Link has very special clothing. Oh, I'm being attacked by a bee. It's a giant bee, don't ask me.
My dog stepped on a bee.
Alright.
Oh, are you supposed to do something with that wall, or no?
The one I just walked by?
Yeah.
No.
I might be thinking of a different Zelda game, because I remember there's a wall that has a face on it, and you're supposed to put something in its mouth.
There's probably quite a few like that. But Deku Link makes really short work of those shadow things.
I mean, I would expect so. You're spamming the spin button.
You know what I want to know? What the heck is in Link's hat that like kills them? Does he put like barbed wire in there?
I don't know what that's, but it's just like a weird spike that comes out of his head, you know?
It must be like growing in his hat.
Has like a tumor. That's why he wears that hat.
Yeah.
He has like a tumor. And like
That only comes out when he's Deku.
Or no, just in general. That's why the Breath of the Wild Link is the first one with no hat, because he has no tumor.
Right? Finally got it. Well, Minish Cap, he didn't have a hat at the start.
Oh, because the hat was a tumor.
Oh yeah. Just casually give him a tumor. So, I didn't mention this about the mask, but one way to know if there's stray fairies in the room, the hair will actually float up. And once it stops floating up, that means you got all the fairies in the room, or there is none in the room.
Good to know.
It's got the little dusty fairy crap coming out of it. And I am perishing from these dragonflies.
Your lack of aerial combat is depressing.
Well, there's not too many options besides this crappy bubble.
Don't you get like a bow soon?
Yeah, but I don't have it yet, so this way I just have... How am I hitting it with the sword? Shouldn't that electrocute me?
It should. I mean, everything else does.
Yeah, so this game doesn't make sense. Although, Zelda's not known for being realistic.
You have like different races and like magic, so yeah.
Alright. I like that Deku Link's hat magically gets bigger. I mean, it's not the fact that he's getting smaller. It's the fact that his hat grows like double the size.
I think the impression they were supposed to go for was like a smaller Link, but they just made him bigger.
Yeah. Well, smaller Link, bigger tunic.
Mm-hmm.
More stairs. It's unusual for Zelda games to have a loading screen inside the temple, or whatever that was considered.
Unusual, you say?
Well, for Ocarina of Time, there wasn't really any, except for the boss rooms.
I'm trying to remember here, but I think there's a few where you just, like, when you're changing floors, there's, like, loading screens.
I think they hit them better, though, with Ocarina of Time. Like, there's doors that have to slide up, and then they do that little animation of you walking through them. Maybe that's when they load.
Yeah. Nowadays, you don't get that luxury.
Indeed. Now we have to wait like a half an hour. Perhaps this is the mini-boss.
This is where you get the bow, right?
Yep. That's the mini-boss.
That's supposed to be like Lizalfos. Oh,
Dinalfos. Perhaps he's mad that we only gave Jurassic World an 8 out of 10. But he died very quickly.
Very weak.
Indeed, I just sort of Shrek'd him and he was just like...
And I mean, you'd think a Dinalfos would be stronger than a Lizalfos, but not even close.
Indeed, maybe Link's butter knife just got stronger. Hero's bow. People who played Ocarina of Time was fairy bow. People who played Twilight Princess will probably know what the hero's bow is. The bow of the hero.
You know, it's pretty stupid. They call it these nice names, but they look like basic bows.
Right.
I mean, I guess that's why it's different in like Breath of the Wild, where they have like it's just bow name, different type.
I like that items are losing their durability in Ocarina or Breath of the Wild. Like you had all these unbreakable items in previous games, but now suddenly the quality of items just went to crap, and now everything breaks so easily.
I mean, it makes sense. Like you can't keep hitting something with a bow and arrow before the string
Cody,
gives.
we were just talking about the unrealisticness of Zelda. Now you're saying it makes sense.
It's unrealistic, but it's also realistic. I like it. Like Breath of the Wild's taking realistic steps these days.
Right. Now the second mini boss, a gecko from the Gecko commercials.
I forgot there was a second mini boss.
Yeah,
You're not even giving him a chance to fight back.
There's his buddy. It's the turtle from earlier who wants revenge.
Oh, combo attack.
Indeed.
I still don't understand how Link is able to tank that.
The shield is just that powerful. And it's not even the Hylian shield, it's called the Hero shield in this game.
Yeah. I think we've been blessed with more realistic game in Breath of the Wild then, because that kind of hit would just stagger you, you know.
Mm-hmm. I miss unbreakable shields, like the mirror shield. Just too OP. Please don't nerf.
I like the mirror shield, but I also don't like the red outline. It kind of annoyed me.
I liked it.
I like the Toon Link one better. The Toon Link mirror shield.
The blue one. Yeah.
The blue really matches the mirror.
Right. So that frog can't do anything with him now, so just gotta leave the little guy be.
Wait, that was the gecko?
Yeah, he was cursed.
Why was he called a gecko? That was the frog.
He became a gecko.
That's not how... Oh, magic, I guess.
Perhaps the insurance gecko went up to him and he was like, hey, if you don't work for me, I'm gonna turn you into an evil gecko. That's what happened.
Even the apparent evil gecko looked like a frog.
Yep. Oh, just hit myself on an invisible wall.
Oh, you were trying to go there when it wasn't loaded. That's what happens.
I don't know. It sounds like you're defending the game to me, which I don't appreciate.
I wasn't defending. I was saying that the game had to load, so it didn't let you go there. I'm calling the game slow.
Oh, man. Oh, okay, that's better. Bullying the game.
One day, it'll be fast. One day.
Indeed. When we get the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask 4K remake.
You know that's probably gonna happen, right? Whenever they make a 4K Nintendo console.
I hope so. But somehow lighting that torch cleared the room of poison. I don't know how that works, but just gotta accept it. And, admire Link's amazing backflips that he does when he jumps, or front flips. Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Oh, you're lucky you can swim now.
Indeed, otherwise it'd probably be constantly making grunting noises.
They gotta make damage more realistic in games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're swimming in poison water, I'm pretty sure your skin is supposed to be burning.
Right, and all Link does is just normal damage noises. Like,
yeah, just... That's it.
Yep. I don't know, maybe he's just lucky or something. The Triforce blessed him.
Or just how damage works in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got stabbed. Oh, I'm in a Zelda game. It's okay. I just took a heart.
Right. I don't get why they changed some of his voice lines, or well, not lines, his grunts for this game from Ocarina of Time. Maybe it was to just make him sound older.
Well, isn't he supposed to be like a few years older than his child self?
No, as far as I know, he's supposed to still be 9.
I thought he was like a 12 or something in this one.
He's the exact same height, so unless he just has a horrible... He only grew when he became 16, I think he's still 9. Maybe 10? I don't understand the Hylian growth.
Neither.
But Deku Link is too light to stand on that. Oh, look at that dive. I'm surprised he didn't crack his skull.
Well, Link is known to be very super athletic.
Indeed, he can just casually go in a diving pose and then not break his skull.
And run without running out of stamina.
Yep. See, that's one thing I hate about Breath of the Wild. I hate this stupid stamina meter. I wish we could just free climb as much as we wanted.
No.
Or run as much as we wanted.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I
as
prefer the danger.
Wow. Coward.
You're a coward. Oh, I want to be a god. I want to be overpowered.
I do. I want to be like Sora and just freaking break through everything.
And break through his dream.
I want Link to become like Sora and just become a super weeb that wields a key and always is smiling.
Ends up like a Final Fantasy character.
Link in Soul Calibur. But in this room, I evidently forgot to look up. And that's where the last stray fairy is. Right there. There he is. Or she is.
It is. I just assume fairies are its.
Yeah. That. They're Neos. Cody and I learned a new word yesterday. Neo. We didn't know what that meant. I thought it was talking about the Matrix guy, but evidently not.
Yeah, Neo Tokyo.
Tokyo Drift. And that is all the stray fairies from this section. The final 4 are in this next section. Oh, look at that backflip. But you couldn't do that, Cody. Oh. I bet I could do that.
I doubt you can do that.
Easy. I could backflip like that. I could front flip.
I know you're confident in your legs, but you have chest problems, so I doubt you can do that.
It's only acid reflux. That's the only issue. As long as I'm not eating beforehand, I'll be fine.
Does it strains your chest muscles so hard?
Right. I'd probably have a heart attack or something. But I don't know why Skull Kid is torturing these fairies and putting them in fire like that. It seems kind of mean.
Like I said, I think it's mostly Majora being a dick.
Yeah. My Skull Kid. Skull Jorah.
The boss fight's coming up after this, huh?
Yeah.
I actually like this boss fight. Mainly the music.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know they changed up the boss fights from the original, right? They gave them all those little eye things now.
Well, it makes it easier to track them.
Mm-hmm. Identify their weak spots.
I think that was like a complaint before.
Well, one of the weird things they did, normally the Song of Time that slows down time, it was reduced in this game from like 100% to only slowing it by like 30 or 70%. I don't know why they decided that was a good idea.
They wanted to give you a challenge.
Perhaps.
They hated people speedrunning it.
I mean, you could probably speedrun it faster in this game than you could in Majora's Mask.
Or maybe they love speedrunners, but they hate people who abuse mechanics.
Maybe. I don't understand why Majora put all these stray fairies in bubbles, though. Like, why didn't you just kill the fairies? Why are they in bubbles?
You know, maybe it's the Dekus who did that.
Perhaps.
Imprisoned the fairies. In bubbles.
Mm-hmm. And that is all the stray fairies.
Yeah, but you're not getting your reward till later.
Indeed. Gotta beat the boss, Sir Dominant. Show him that I'm a pushover.
You're gonna show me you're a pushover. Damn.
I'm no pushover. So this part was a little confuzzling. I didn't know where you were supposed to land. Evidently it's on the bottom platform, but it looked like there was supposed to be something up here, but apparently not.
So it's at the bottom.
There's water at the bottom, which I just discovered.
That's supposed to be like a super flyer that launches you?
No, you're supposed to put the fires out, because otherwise they damage you.
Ah, you're supposed to hop those pillars to get to the other one. Okay, I see.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. Which, as you can see, there's still like 2 minutes before I even get to the boss door, so this takes me a little bit.
Your puzzle solving skills is interesting.
It's legendary, Cody. Legendary.
Apps. There's only the only negative I see when it comes to your dungeon skills is probably your mapping skills.
Perhaps trying to figure out where I have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ocarina of Time I have no issues with. I've played that way too much. But this game, this is like only my second time 100%ing it.
That still continues to be a surprise for me, though. Like, I think it's because I always forget that people's brain works a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, it's easy to, like, map out a location, and then I end up messing up with, like, puzzles sometimes.
Yeah. And I tried to make that jump, which I couldn't even with Bunny Hood Link.
So how do you get across?
You have to use the Deku Flower to get all the way across. I think they just wanted to fake you out, make you think you had to jump across.
I mean, it worked. You fell for it.
Indeed. You gotta shoot the switch again to make the fires go out. And then it's speed time.
Bedtime.
Never. I have to beat the boss. Odola. Ordo.
Odowa.
That's what it's gonna call. No, seems Ordo.
Saints Ordo. What?
I don't know. It sounded gooder. More good, one might say.
That sounded confusing.
Old Udulawa. That's what his name is. Odulawa.
Odulawa.
Yep, Odulawa. The correct pronunciation. But he plays us a song right away because he's happy that I'm finally here. See, look at that eye. He's so happy to see me. Masked Jungle Warrior, Odulawa.
And this implies that there's more Jungle Warriors. Oh yeah, that's that. It couldn't be more clear, you know. It's not like the game points it out to you. Oh look, there's a suspicious looking eye back there.
Right? Gotta just drop some Deku nuts on his head. As he runs around and can't find me. Where'd he go? Where is he? Well, there he is. I'm gonna destroy him. Assert dominance. I wonder what he's saying. Probably like, you're a coward, Cody. You're a coward, Cody.
Why me? You're the one playing.
Because he knows you're too scared to fight him.
I'll fight him every day of the week.
So I don't know if this is the way that you're supposed to fight him, because I thought they would have had you use the bow more, so maybe there's multiple ways to fight him.
Maybe, but no, yeah, there's multiple ways. You can usually go around and hit him with the bow too.
And there's bombs. I don't know if you're just supposed to toss that up at him when it stuns him.
I mean, there's multiple ways to do it. I mean, you can even use the Fierce Deity later on in the game.
And Deep Fierce Deity's too OP. Please do not nerf.
Please nerf. Just to make this guy
called down. Angry. Right. Perhaps now he's saying, Cody, you're a big coward. Cody, you're a big coward. As I sit dominance and cut his eye. That's his weakness. And make him perish. Dominance asserted.
Victory.
Indeed.
You have so many hearts for like the first dungeon.
Right?
It's kind of intimidating.
Right? The bosses are probably afraid of me. Look, it's Connor. He's using a Prima Game strategy guide.
So I actually like this. Oh. Like, they never reuse this, but these giants are cool.
Yeah, I like the music here. It's really nice. because you have to go through all that crap, and then it's finally just some like peace going on. Like you fixed the problem.
How big are those giants, anyways? They're like mountain-sized, right?
I think they're as tall as the Clocktown Tower.
And yet, in this cutscene, it makes them look like they're way bigger.
Indeed.
I'm gonna look it up quick.
And for some reason, Tattle understands them. I don't know if Link understands them too, and it just doesn't specify that. But he's teaching us a song that I'll call the giant when the time is right.
r/ they did the math. We're just gonna assume they're like very big.
Indeed, perhaps like 6'28".
Mm-hmm.
You learned the Oath to Order.
That's also a nice song.
Indeed. And I think with that, that's gonna wrap up this video. There's only one or two really big story significant things that happen next episode, so feel free to skip once we have both videos up. But I wanted to say thank you guys for watching, and hope that you have a good night.